Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm joined again by Luke. Big up Luke, how are you feeling about the window which has officially shut and no right back? Come on, you said something. You said something behind stage.
Yeah,
Come on, say it now. You can say it on air. Say it.
right. Ain't good enough, mate.
That's what you said. That's what you said behind stage.
Wait, what? I forgot what I said now.
You
I
said
don't
something.
I don't care. I'll say it.
You
I'll
said
say
something a bit more extreme after the game.
Oh, Nuno, yeah, right back. He shit right back. Let's be real here.
You said something more extreme.
What kind of what I said?
You said I'm gonna kill myself. That's what you said.
Yeah, well, let's be real, right? Every State fan after watching that shit show, yeah. But the main thing is, though, mate, how do we go into a window or into a season now after watching the last two games and conclusion, you know what? We're fine at right backs. Right, I'm sorry, right? I'm a feeling, right? The club definitely went to Newcastle and Memento. And then we didn't go for Newcastle, right? And because we told them we don't want to sell him, but it's the money we have for him. Because they would have done. Every player mate, has a price. Everyone has a price. And I just feel like if Pep's too stubborn and only get one fullback in, well, first off, City should be going from anyway. If Pep wants a right back, then he wants a right back for the system, go and get him. Why is this club so scared of spending money?
I mean, it's not even that we're not spending money. We spent £400 million, but we refuse to spend big money on what we actually need. Did we need Aït-Nouri? Did we need our left back?
We did. I think Aït-Nouri and a right back, though, both. We need both of them in. I think Aït-Nouri, for me, long term, will be a player for. They get the Brighton game, mate. As far as I'm aware,
I don't doubt he'll be a good player for us. I love him. I think if he played the full game against Spurs, we would have battered Spurs. I think he's brilliant as a player, but I don't think he's the first player we needed.
The Brighton game, by the way, I watched it. He wasn't fully fit. You could tell he wasn't. But then again, I think
he was walking.
But despite that, we did pretty well. He against Minter, well, we'll play a very quick, rapid winger, a very skillful winger. I thought he did a decent job against him. Yeah, he got through a couple of times, but I think he did what we had to deal with. He did perfectly fine. Nunes, however, against Matoma, Christ, it was
I mean, you know what, yeah? When we play Burnley, they're still gonna enjoy Nunes staying down that right hand side.
Jane Anthony's gonna cook, bro. He's gonna cook the hell out of Nunes.
I mean, forget Burnley for a moment. Let's talk about Napoli. They have Noah Lang on the left wing. Noah Lang won man of the match ahead of Messi, Mbappe, Neymar in a Champions League game. He won man of the match against Juventus, who he fucking destroyed, by the way, in Champions League. He won man of the match for, like I believe he won man of the match for 4 out of 6 games in the group stage for Club Brugge that season, where he played Man City. Was that 21-22, I believe? Man City, PSG, Leipzig. He won man of the match in 4 of those 6 games. Champions League games. He's on at that high stage. Last season, he destroyed Juventus. Like, this is a guy, yeah, who... And I know most people haven't watched him. This is a guy, when he sees a fullback, he will scout the fullback. The first 5 minutes, he always plays poorly, because he'll try different things against the fullback, because he's so intelligent, yeah? First, he'll try to take the fullback on. He'll see how quick is the fullback. Then he'll try to do some tricks. How good is the fullback with tricks? Then he'll try some 1-2 passes. And the first 5 minutes, he's always dropping a stinker. But when he finds the weakness of any fullback, it's a long day ahead. Against Nunes, the first thing he'll do is he'll put the ball forward. He'll try to take him on pace, and he'll realize, I'm better than this guy in this scenario. And he's going to ruin Nunes. This is what top wingers do when you have no right back. We needed a right back. Big up, by the way, to AK. How are you?
Well, I'm a bit depressed after the Brighton result, but yeah, but hey, at least we can be happy for the fact that we got Gigi Donnarumma through the door.
Big,
I will say though, just going to say right. Trafford, by the way, was brilliant yesterday. I'm not having
He was.
the second goal could have said. I'm sorry, right? He was sheltered by the defense. What he had to do, everything he could do to put off Gruder. It went around him. At the end of the day, right? The amount of saves he was making, like the day where he had to claim off the line, I was like, he was everything he did that game. Proved me, you know what? If he injury Don Rimmer, I trust him because I think already he's learning already from a Spurs game, already from that mistake. He's doing a lot more sensible passes, bit more on it. But again, the keepers for me aren't the issue. They're fine long term. They're fine for keepers now probably for the next 5 years, maybe more than that. It's the fullback we need. Even made centre backs as well because Stones, mate. What the happened there, bro?
Stones had a mare. He had a mare. He had a mare that day. Oh my god! Again,
I'm telling
we
you
need to
guys.
talk about Stones. We need to talk about Stones.
I'm telling you guys, yeah, you need Diaz Husanov there. Diaz is going to win the ball back high up the pitch and is still very good in the box. Yeah, he's shit on the counter, but who cares? Because you have Husanov there to handle those counters. Husanov on his right foot, by the way. Why was he playing left-sided centre back?
I don't know, bro. Oh, by the way, Husnell, by the way, very good as well. Him and Trafford. Oh, but yellow card. Well, that's the risk you get with that kind of player. I'd rather do that than not do it at all. For me, Husnell and Aït-Nouri, I was fine with. Stones and Nunes, however, Jesus Christ, it was bad. Like, if you put Diaz there and put Compton right back there, or even put Vardy there or someone right back there, or someone more competent, I think at the back, it's not far off. We're getting sorted out finally. The midfield, I mean, I thought Rodri and Rounders are really good. I mean, Rounders didn't do a lot, but again, what can he do if the team is set up the wrong way? Again, how slow are we? It's Brighton. So slow at times. Like, just get moving.
That's the thing, though. I feel like, I mean, who does this even come down to? Is this Pep? I don't know at this point, but like, nothing is moving. Going forwards, it's slow. Going backwards, we're even slower somehow. Like, this is where the midfield is important. When you transition, everything happens in midfield. You've got no midfield. Tijani plays good for 30 minutes, but Rodri did not run against Brighton. I don't fault him. He was coming off an ACL. He barely ran. I expect that to happen.
And by the way, very well good job. Yeah, lost the game, but his performance overall, didn't lose the ball at all. Held it really well. Strength against Baleba as well. We'll play Baleba. First game back.
I mean, we know that he's stronger than Baleba. We knew that, but
it was a hard game for him against a good Brighton midfield. I thought it was a very good midfield.
Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing, though. When you're coming off an ACL, good as Rodri was that game, he was not running. Tijani had to run for himself and for Rodri. Now you put Silva on that pitch. Tijani has to run for Silva. He's doing 3 players their job on his own. So after 30 minutes, he's exhausted like he ran 90 minutes.
It should have been Gonzalez, mate.
Now, at the very least, you can bring Gonzalez on later to alleviate that. I think if you have Gonzalez, Rodri, Gonzalez just be the engine, and then Tijani up top to create. Tijani will play way better. Rodri will not get exposed as much, even though, yeah, he can handle getting exposed. Still, you want to limit that. And Gonzalez will actually look solid for once. I mean, I think he's looked solid a lot of times, but I mean, solid for once in a full 90 minutes, consistently, like months, consistent playing. There are ways to solve this, but I feel like we're just not finding them.
Yeah. And it honestly, watching that game right first half, I thought first half, I mean, it should have been more than one goal up. Haaland should be scoring at least 2 or 3 that first half. I don't know what the hell he's doing that first chance. Siphoning it. Just rattle
You know what, Luke? Look, to be fair, we should have been 2-0 up in the first half.
Yeah, should have been. Should have been a lot more. Maybe 2 or 3 up.
Sure, we should have been 2-0 up. Let's say 2-0. You'll always miss chances. I think you always need to assume you'll miss some chances.
At least 2 up. At least 2.
But we would have still gone 2-2.
But yes, good point. I'm just saying that going forward needs to be a lot better as well. But I do think as well, our mentality stinks. I'm
And
sorry.
I think as well, because a lot of people bring up good statistics on Haaland, because I was fuming with Haaland in my watch along when he missed that first chance. His conversion rate is dropping, but you know what? If you look at the amount of at his chances, if you go by average XG per chance, it's getting lower and lower. So Haaland is getting less high quality chances. When you get as a striker, and I can say this as I was a striker myself, when you get to score a tap in or two, suddenly you're more confident on shots from distance. So now your confidence is up, and you're scoring to more difficult chances too. Haaland is not even getting the easy chances, so on the difficult chances, his confidence is low. If Haaland has higher confidence, he's scoring more headers. If Haaland has more confidence, he's scoring those shots from one-on-one. But he's not even getting the easy tap-ins anymore. He's getting nothing.
Well, also as well, what the hell is our physio team doing? How have we got injuries already? How is Shaki injured already? 2.5 months out.
I mean, Liverpool fans warned us about this with Pep Linders. It's very intense, and that's not always a positive.
It should have been a gradual change, not this instant. And I'm sorry, right? I love the pressing. It needs to be sorted out. But you can't just force pressing football onto this team immediately after last season. You've got to phase it in, which sounds boring and slow. And phases. And other people want it now. I get it. But we got to realise that if we're going to change our style of play to a more quicker tempo, that will take time. But you can see that game, at times it was like, well, that first half, okay, a bit better. Second half, I was like, what the hell are we doing? We look knackered second half.
I mean, I already talked about Tijani being knackered because he's doing 3-man's job, but also because Marmoush came off. Marmoush does a lot of.
I don't get that at all. He was our best attacker on the pitch. It wasn't that good either.
He was.
And then Husnov came off later, by the way.
Yeah.
But by the way, AK, what do you think so far of the window? Not so far. The window is done. How highly do you rate this window?
I feel we should have done a lot more. I think we should have gotten in a right back. I feel, just to sum up our transfer window, and apart from that, we already got a new keeper. Edison is already on his way, but I do feel sad at the same time. But I wish him all the best in Turkey, and I hope he does well there. New challenge. I mean, our fan base, not the majority of them, some of them who were wanting this man out just because of one bad season producing stinkers. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, he was literally the best goalkeeper we had in the treble season, and that night at Istanbul.
Yeah,
sure, but that's not what he is anymore. I mean, we got to go to Gundogan and to Silva and stuff. They're clearly not what they used to be.
No, it's fine to be. Do you know what it is, right? I don't really care that he's got. Look, I'll miss him, man. I will miss him, but we've got to be real here. He doesn't want to be here anymore. But I'll be. You got hate, right? But even before that, it was different as well. Like let's pretend this is like news weather. Like the guy didn't want to be here last season either. And I get his hatred, but I'm sorry, people are assholes. Life is full of assholes. Like block them out. It's that simple. I mean, and I'm sorry, but if your mentality is that weak, then I'd rather them keep them. I'm not saying shit, by the way. I love Edison. 8 years of brilliant assists, great bit of goalkeeping time in certain games that have been brilliant for us. I'll say that he's been brilliant for us in 8 years, but all good things come to an end. 8 years, and for me, Donnarumma, by the way, is some shit player, by the way.
He's not. But you know why, Luke? Apparently his shot stopping record and his save percentage is it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good for a goalkeeper who has spent the majority of his career in Paris.
Italy as well, for Milan.
It is, and I'll tell you why. Because of his shot stopping ability. Because of his shot stopping ability that no one has seen.
And Johnny as well, man. I've watched about AC Milan. For you know what? It's their PSG. I watched about AC Milan. At his feet, he's not some bumbling moron. He can pass the ball, but again, he can hit it long passes. We've got Haaland for that reason as well. I think what it is, people are assuming it's the Edison love. Oh, anyone can be Edison that they want. What was his reaction for? Are we children? I'm sorry, right, but players come and go. I miss De Bruyne, but he's gone. It is what it is. At the end of the day, right, not every player that you love stays with forever. Every changes in football.
I mean, yeah, but it's a thing, yeah, as well. I feel like some of the players we've moved on, we've just not replaced them. I think nobody cares if you replace these players. If Mahrez leaves and you sign Olise, nobody cries. But we didn't sign Olise, we signed Doku.
I mean, Doku, by the way, I'm done. I'm cashing in. I'm done. I'm sorry, right? But it's early days. I've watched the same performance the last 2 years, mate. It ain't getting any better than this.
Nah, look. Doku, ever since he came for like 1 or 2 weeks, he was showing his true potential.
It's brilliant.
But after that injury, his form massively dipped. It has dipped. I don't know why, but yeah. I think most of us in this panel can't back him anymore. That's what I feel. We can't back him anymore.
No. Look, obviously he's part of the team, so I'll support him. But January, I'm like, you know what? Get a winger in. I don't care. I want someone like that. I put Savio on the left. He's better on the left anyway. Get a right winger who play left as well, and we've got wingers there. Like, I'm not saying Jack come back. No, I'm saying it like Jack wouldn't out yesterday either. He wouldn't.
Super Jack, come on. You gotta be positive.
Oh, no, I'm not doing this bullshit. I'm sorry, right? This positive's got fucking nowhere. I've got to say it as it is from now on. I love Jack Grealish. I'm big up to him at Everton. He's been unbelievable so far at Everton. It's a great assist, a great bit of play. But he's playing against teams who aren't blocking against Everton. In City, it'll be a low block. Every time, it will be a low block. Teams sitting back, so that pressure on the counter attack. Jack probably met Doku yesterday. Well, that's a given to me. But again, what else? I mean, like, this team needs more pace and more attacking intent, more creativity. How is it our two creative players are injured at the same time?
I mean, that's not even that big of a problem if you have depth, but you have no depth.
Edgar on loan. Oh yeah, loan them out, didn't we?
And by the way, Tijani can create if you allow him to be a bit more farther up the pitch instead of sitting all the way back. Gonzalez can create. We have players who can create who are just not on.
They're wasted, mate. They've been wasted in the system. Say anyone's trying to back it with a stop it. Also, you got to be hateful and say everyone's shit because that's not. No, come on, let's be real here. The thing is, there's no intent at the moment. First half, brilliant, but second half, terrible. Where's the energy levels to keep going? And I'm not saying it has to be constantly pressing, attacking every bloody game. No, of course not. Of course, I have a bit of time to control the game, control the ball, and get it moving. But where it comes to actually getting past the defence, it's always the width. Where's the shooting? A goal. Where's the shots? It's always side. Get the ball into the box or shoot.
And you know what? Look. I've been observing this. I've been keeping a close eye on the way we have been playing. And our wingers are just too scared to take their man head on and cross it into the box. Second, we just keep this. We just keep playing this sideways, backwards passing football, which is not getting us anywhere. And I don't care about how many passes or if it's even if it's 1,000 passes and we still manage to get it through. Look, I get it. It's possession-based football, but we have to be aggressive. We have to be aggressive when we do that. We have to put the opposition in the corner, squeeze them in, find a loophole, and score.
And by the way, even if once they 1-0, by the way, over the same opinion. Well done, they win the game 1-0, but let's be real. We won 1-0 if it happens, but we're not scoring more than one goal in a game. That's what I mean. Like, it's always caveats to it all.
Look. Sorry. If you've observed, Fabian Hersler, yeah, the Brighton manager, when he made those 4 subs in one go, that's
Yep.
what.
I
That's when reality.
I love that.
That's when reality.
Bulls will do that. Yeah, well, I was like, right, fair enough, he's doing that. Where's we've got midfielders and one attacker on a bench. Shit. There's the issue right there. Oh, injuries. Well, okay, but even so, right? Where's that? Why is Ezra been out for? Why? I don't get that at all. Like, he would have played game season. He would play game season. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. You're on mute, bro.
Sorry.
You're on mute.
Yeah. By the way, you have John Stones, who is a centre back, short, but he can play in midfield. Instead of taking Gudzinov off, you could have brought Diaz on for a midfielder who was just exhausted and brought Stones into midfield. Stones would have given you solidity. And I'm not saying we should have done that, but there's so many solutions you could do, and Pep is not finding any of them. He's getting out-coached. That's the truth. Big up to Mob, by the way, Arsenal fan. He likes to take the piss out of me, but besides that, how do you rate the window? Alf, AK, and the guy on top right. That's Luke.
His
not
name
in my
is Luke.
Lifetime podcast.
No, it's not right. That's the name now.
That's what I'll call Bevel. And I won't let him finish either. I won't let him finish either.
If you ask me personally about the transfer window, the players we got into restructure that midfield, and of course to, I don't know, sort of reinforce that back line, and of course plus we got in Trafford and now Donnarumma, barring a right back. But I still feel we should have gotten Rodrigo. We should have gone all in and got him. That's what I feel. But if you ask me if how I rate this window, I'll have to give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, you rated highly.
Okay.
I mean, you're barring a right back.
I'm going to say 6.5. That's negative. It does, right. I think the keepers bought him are brilliant. Although, again, Ortega's still here, but imagine he'll be out the door for Turkey at some point, or someone at some point. I imagine he'll be out the door soon. I think Shirky long term, injured right now, but long term he'll be a great player for us. So I appreciate the amount of money we spent on him. Reinders is a great signing as well. All the signings are actually very good. I can't say that they're all bad signings at all. They're all good, the right signings for the club. But the problem is, it isn't enough signings, mate. We needed more. Needed right back. Centre back, maybe. The midfield's a hard one because the midfield, you got Colorado still, one more year. Then the next year, I think 2 more to come in after that. And also a winger. It needs to be a couple more players, right back or a winger, at least. So then they make another top 10. And that's a little bit like, people might say obviously that it's a bit harsh, but everyone could see yesterday a right back we need desperately because Nunes is not right back. None of Rico Lewis. I mean, Rico's better than Nunes, but that isn't saying a lot. He's better because I trust him a bit more than Nunes does, but we need someone who's actually a right back who can play. I mean, for me, Dumfries would be ideal for us. He's tall, he's quick, he can get down the pitch. It'd be good as a centre back as well, back three. I just feel like that Dumfries deal was right there for us. We should got him in.
Big up to Dodge, by the way, and chat. Big up to Dodge. We can't win with this team. Big up to Orthodox putting this in. We can't win with this team. A massive lack of creativity. I think we had creativity and we loaned it out. I think that it's funny, isn't it? We had something and we loaned it out. We didn't have something and we bought everything except that one thing we lacked. A right back. I think a goalkeeper, we did not need Donnarumma. Listen, I love Donnarumma. I think he's the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah.
If you told me Donnarumma or Wan-Bissaka right now, I don't care how lowly you rate Wan-Bissaka, Wan-Bissaka solves more issues than Donnarumma.
Oh,
That's not because he's better. It's not. It's just not. But that's what we're lacking.
Because Trafford, for me, is proven to be right. You know what? I can trust you. Obviously, Donnarumma will play most games, but Trafford for me will play a lot of games as well. He will play. I think Pep's like, you know what? Fair play. He's proven him wrong. Because I think the Brighton game, I mean, the penalty was a good penalty builder. Bottom left, he wasn't going to say that at all. He went the right way. But Trafford, for me, the save that Matoma save in front of me, got it just at the right angle and put it behind the post. That was Anderson. That's probably a goal. If I'm being real.
I agree.
So I think Trafford, for me, I'm excited for his future. I think he will play a lot of games. I think he will be number one in a year or two. I think he's that good of a keeper. So
I think though, to be fair, because a lot of people, PSG fans, have been saying that Donnarumma is not that consistent in the league. I'll say one thing. Pep Guardiola cares about the league the most of all. Champions League, the Cups, those are secondary. He likes the league. If Trafford is better in the league than Donnarumma will be benched. I'm not saying it will happen. But there is a small chance that it is a real chance that Trafford actually benches Donnarumma. I'm not even being funny here.
Slight chance you would say, Alf. Slight chance you would say. Come on.
A very slight chance.
Rico and Arani have both withdrawn from duty due to injuries.
Yes, they've all got knocks. You know what's funny? All of these knocks are exactly 1 week injuries. Also, Bob, 1 week injury. Fleury, 1 week injury.
It's Shirky's fucking fine, mate. I'm back. Imagine like United. He's there. I'd love it.
Shirky's been confirmed to be 2 months, so.
What if it's a lie? the biggest bait and switch ever.
You may never know. It's all just a tactic.
No, man.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No. from out of nowhere, United.
It's a fun part. I bet you guys didn't know this. Most of the inquisitors during the Spanish Inquisition were Frenchmen. There you go. Because it was the Frenchmen who gave a lot of help to the kingdom of or the kingdoms of Spain. Nobody cares. No right backs, shaky as fuck defense, and shit wingers. I have to agree with everything there from Fesci, especially the wingers. Let's talk about the wingers actually, because every time we get to the wingers, we somehow get back to our goalkeeper. Not sure how we can keep doing this.
By the way, Darsh comment here, by the way, about criticism. I think he's right, because I don't really get why Giki stayed when Viana. I know it's a crossover thing, but Viana for me did a very good job anyway. I think yes, the right back, fair enough, but I think if you look at the overall window and what he's got rid of and who he's got in, I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. I mean, again, it's only one window. He's been doing it in January as well, and something. I think in a year's time, we'll see where he is after his first proper year in charge. But I think considering how much shit he has to deal with this window, I think it's a good start. But it's a lot more.
Yeah, I think
Players out.
this is where I have to be fair again to Man City. This is where I'm being a happy clapper.
Oh no, he's changed sides.
No,
It's positive.
Well,
It's
dear.
over.
No, but I think when you've got a new guy coming in, you want the old person in that job to coach him into that role for the first few moments. So what I mean by that is, I think if we had a De Bruyne replacement, with De Bruyne still here, that De Bruyne replacement would be better. I think if we had a Tiki replacement, while Tiki was still here to bet him in, that Tiki replacement is going to be better. You can do it with coaches, you can do it with managers, with players, with staff members. I think it goes from top to bottom and bottom to top. If your replacement is already there to learn from you before you leave, they'll do a better job. What do you think about Chiki staying, AK?
I mean, first and foremost, Tiki was the main reason that we got in the likes of ballers, yeah, proper players like
De Bruyne.
Rodri, Bernardo.
Rodri.
No. De Bruyne was Pellegrini signing.
Yeah, but Chiki was already here then.
Yeah, he was here, so yeah. So he played a major role in that, and Gundogan, Sterling, Sane. So yeah, and also yeah, Edison as well. Stones, Ruben Dias. Carl Walker. Okay, so big up to him though for leaving us with a proper squad full of proven players. But the one thing that sort of pissed me off about Tiki was that ever since after he won the treble, we should have gone all in, got in the replacements, and went ahead from there. But otherwise, he was the brains. He was the brains behind. He was the brains behind this treble-winning team.
I'm not
Now
sure
that
I
he's
truly
left-
agree with that, but I think Pep was more so of the brains. I think Chiki was more so of the guy who did the dirty work for Pep. I think that's what Chiki did, and I think Chiki staying wasn't a bad thing, to be honest. Dark says, I give the window a 6 out of 10. I think people are being generous here. I give this window a 4 out of 10, and I feel generous giving that rating, because no right back has just left us so exposed in so many ways.
All right. Let's say you get right back in. Then what's the rating?
Who cares? As long as we're winning games, who cares?
Fair enough. Like fuck the rating. Yeah. This guy, man.
I want to win
Happy
games.
clapper. Happy
Fuck the
clapper up.
fans.
Here we go, people.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm clapping now.
Uh,
About 1 out of 10.
I've
1 out
joined
of 10.
the dark side.
Embarrassing. 1 out of 10 and get in the bin. No, not enough players in. Fucking hell, man. This guy.
By the way, says Dark as well, I'll give him time, but as of now, I can't see the direction. It's only 6 weeks in for Vian, so I'll give him time. I can see the direction. It's the thing here, and I was on earlier on True City Fan TV, Patrick and Calc's channel, and I was talking with them about, I think it was I don't know who was on the panel with me because none of their names were displayed and they didn't have their cameras on. But I was talking with someone about the right back, and I said, listen, Pep Guardiola had his start with here. He had Tino, Livramento, and everyone else was trying to find right backs. We were linked to 1,000 right backs. But Pep said, I want Livramento. We didn't get Livramento. He refused to settle. I can see the ideas that Viana had. Viana brought us a midfielder that we needed. Brought us a left back. Okay, I'd rather have had a right back, but we still needed a left back too. Brought us a new creative player. Viana was replacing everything and filling our holes. The right back is where he failed. I'm not sure if that's on Viana, if that's on Khaldoon, or if that's on Pep. But I think Viana did a good job with what he had. By the way, Rosa, Viana needs to sack Pep. If Pep Guardiola said, I want Viana out of this club, Viana will be out of this club. Yeah. That is not healthy. A manager should not have control over the sporting director. But our manager does have control over the sporting director.
If Pep wants Al's channel deleted,
if Pep wants me to be the fucking sporting director, I'll do the job rule. And then I'll fire him first thing.
Let's have billions and what? This is cool. 4D chess.
Get fucked, Pep.
It's over. I am in charge now. Jesus Christ, man.
I mean, we've got Middle Eastern owners. We might as well get a bit of dictatorship going.
Oh fucking hell! Jesus Christ! Right.
Whoa!
Bloody hell, man! We're going for a time way. Fucking hell.
Anyhow, football, guys, football. Right, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Oh, dear. Don't clip that. Do not clip that. Let's move on.
Sorry, clips. It's time. Retirement is due, bro.
Oh, dear. I see people saying that we need to drop Haaland.
I kind of get it, but here's the thing: where are the goals coming from? Marmoush, okay, but he's been in and out of the team. I'm not saying again. I trust Marmoush, but again, he's not a winger. He's behind the striker, not a winger.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's behind the striker. So if you take the striker away, I think he becomes less effective.
And look, first of all, Marmoush is not suited to be a hugging the touchline type of a winger. No, he's not. He's more of that false striker. Remember when Julian Alvarez used to do that? Remember when Julian Alvarez used to play that role?
Yeah.
He used to come in from behind the defense and do a sort of a sneak attack on the goalkeeper and score. That's what he used to do. Which and that's the reason why we got him Marmoush, because we have seen him do that for Frankfurt. And look, I'm gonna blame that entirely.
We've seen him do that for Man City even.
Yeah, I mean he's done that. I mean, play him in his natural position. Don't play him as a hugging touchline kind of type of a winger. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, with Aït-Nouri against Wolves, I mean, this is why I think Aït-Nouri is so crucial to us at the moment. When Aït-Nouri played against Wolves, we battered them. And where was Marmoush? Exactly as you say, he was behind Haaland and he was running into the box. That's what Marmoush was doing. On a tactical level, we were so much better set up. And against Spurs, we were battering Spurs. Aït-Nouri gets injured. What do we do now? Ake comes on, can't do what Aït-Nouri does. The system goes away, and doing nothing. Against Brighton, Aït-Nouri plays, but he's clearly hurt. I mean, Luke said it. Luke was in the stadium. He's clearly hurt. He's clearly not running at 100% capacity. And yeah, you play okay, but
He's
it's
not his best.
Yeah, it's not at his best. I think Aït-Nouri is so crucial to how we play right now, because the way Aït-Nouri plays kind of allows us to circumnavigate outside the ball midfield a little bit and just get a ball straight into Marmoush, because Marmoush will pick it up from Haaland. And without Aït-Nouri at his best, you don't get that, and Marmoush is going more and more wide. And I think all three of us agree. The more wide Marmoush goes, the less effective he becomes.
Yeah. Again, if Savinho, let's say, right, we go with Savinho, like, reserves. I'll get Mikasa early now. I'm done. It's third year. I'm done.
Luke, imagine we had Mikasa on the bench, though, at least against Brighton.
Why not do it? I'm sorry, Max Stamps on the bench for Arsenal. And even the Wembley's on the bench for Arsenal. Why can't we play the kids? I don't get it. Play Mikasa.
Kid mistakes, as Rodri said, Luke. Kid mistakes.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right, if I'm playing Mikasa right, off the bench, then it's off the bench. I'm not asking to start games. Of course not. He ain't ready for that yet. But a bit of a different maker, something different that the opposition will be used to. Like, if you put Mikasa on against someone like De Kuiper and that, it's a whole different game, because like, oh crap, it's so different. I'm not used to sort of seeing all supposed to play. Straight away, you're like a Maverick kind of player that gets in the box. It's what we need. We need a bit more youth on the bench. I'm not saying I want no experience. It's balancing it out.
I mean, experience is great when the experience isn't that.
Look. What I was saying is, look,
yep.
I'm not for look. I am that sort of person who would favor a mix of experience plus youth. To see, and this is the reason why. The experienced veterans, the veterans, or I would call them our treble winners who have won trophies in the past. They can actually help the youngsters play well.
But they're not.
The thing is, I get what you're saying, but the thing is, some of these players aren't good enough. I mean, look, they're wrong. Like, Gundogan and Kanji out the door is a start. Like, Gundogan, I love him, but let's be real here. It should have been Bruno G, not him last summer. I don't know why we got Gundogan back for a year. What was the point of that? Like, we're better off getting someone else. Who knew? I think he's legend, but I don't really get it. I don't really get it at all. For me, it was a free transfer, but what was the point of that?
Why did we stop buying ready-made players? By the way,
exactly why
we used to buy, but Bernardo Silva, he was a league title winner already when we bought him.
Oh yeah, Monaco. Yeah.
And
Goldby.
Look, sorry, Alf. Look,
go ahead.
Remember we got in Jesus Navas. Remember we got in Jesus Navas from La Liga.
Sevilla.
He actually turned out decent. Not gonna lie, he was our best right back.
It wasn't bad for us.
It wasn't bad for us. Facts.
I mean, it wasn't a right back. It wasn't a right back, but I think overall we did a good job for us. I mean, your first year or so was good, but then kind of.
Luke, he played on the right, so it's close enough.
And wait, look. Yeah, hey, look. And also Martin Demichelis.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, you're here. You were ready-made. You were actually decent for us.
There you go. Gotta let the head go now.
The hair is just It's the ponytail with a t-shirt shirt on. He got Demichelis. But this is what I mean though. Like, I'm all for bringing a player or two for a project player. I'm not against that. If you want to do that along with the experienced players, that's cool. When your whole squad is made up of squad players and project players with a couple of experienced winners, it's not going to work because they don't win any trophies. You need most players that are experienced at winning trophies with a couple, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 players and project players around the team who will replace the older players in the future. It shouldn't be like Doku, a project player that's failed. 3 years in, he's isn't improved. Savinho, well, he hasn't even played this season yet, so I can't judge him yet until I see him. But he's better than Doku, which isn't hard. He's better than Doku. Bob, again, same thing. There's no winger that's actually a player that's experienced.
Yeah, but to get to my point that I was getting at earlier, if you go to our Centurion season and look at the players we had,
you had Sterling.
Ederson was not.
You had Sterling.
Yeah, I'll
Sterling
get
on the
there.
left.
I'm starting with centre backs here. Laporte was already a hot prospect when we first bought him. We go up into midfield. Yaya Toure was one of the best midfielders when we bought him. Gundogan was a 2-time league champion when we bought him. I mean, we had a lot of players who had won trophies before they even touched foot in Man City. De Bruyne was our league title winner in Belgium and won the cup in Germany. But Bernardo Silva was a league champion before we even bought him. We had so many players who had won trophies. Sergio Aguero had won 3 European trophies before he joined Man City. These are the players who were winning trophies before they came to us. David Silva had won the Spanish Cup with Valencia. I'm talking about players who had won trophies before they even touched foot in Manchester. Where are those players now? You brought up Raheem Sterling earlier. Raheem Sterling, I'm pretty sure he won the League Cup with Liverpool, right? He won a trophy before he came to us.
Yeah. And we also got in Leroy Sané from Schalke, who was balling out.
Did he win any trophy yet at that point?
Yeah, he did.
Did he win a trophy at Schalke?
No, Schalke. No, I think he was that uprising baller.
Yeah. But what I was specifically talking about here is you can buy experience. You can buy experienced winners. Where are our league title winners? Where, like, Tijani Reinders, has he ever won a league title? I'm not sure. Where are our title winners? We are not buying title winners, are we?
Wait, his major, sorry, Alf. His major achievements, I mean, Sane's achievements with Schalke was, I think, yeah, correct. His major achievements was with the youth team.
Yeah, but I mean that's a bit. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Where is
our
guy?
Still, like but I'll tell you what, Alf. But still, we were actually quick enough to get him because he turned out to be good.
Yeah, but I mean, you're putting this good kid in a team of winners. That's a big difference. Big up to Diego, New York City, I think. And NYC, I guess New York City, right? Where is our right back and winger? Yeah, I mean, we already have a winger. Mateus Nunes, put him on the wing. You could have sold Doku or Savio or whoever you please. Brought in a right back, put Nunes right wing, and voila. You've got a solution until January. We're doing nothing. Literally nothing. It's shocking.
By the way, right, quickly, Sunderland, by the way, what a window they've had. But what, lost Mark Goo, brought Robbie in, and Detroit today.
Yeah, they got Xhaka. They got Xhaka in from Liverpool.
By the way, are staying up. They are staying up.
They are staying up, definitely.
Staying up, 100%.
But against Xhaka, they've got Sadiki, bro. Y'all are gonna meet.
Tell me, balling out my baller, my baller. He's going to cook Nunes. Oh, God, we're fucked. Oh, no.
Nah, he's a right winger. He's going to be up against like Nuri.
But if I see a bloody Chalby commentary thing like Jay, oh, I'm done. Like, I was going to start the
Yeah,
stream.
you know what? If Dalby scores against Man City, I'll celebrate it. Once a Bruges boy, always a Bruges boy.
Shameless. I don't give a shit anymore. Alf loses.
Yeah.
Honestly, the more games we lose this year, the more Alf goes more insane. Same with me, but all of us go more insane. More games we lose.
I think I went insane after the Spurs game already. I think I already went insane. In fact, I probably went insane well before that. I probably went insane last season.
For a final, mate, I was like, I'm done. 3-0 up.
Don't even mention that. Don't even mention the final result. It gave me PTSD. It gave me nightmares. How? Wait. I still can't get over this. How are we 3 goals up, dominating the game, and we can't see the game out, and we all of a sudden we start conceding 3 goals just like that?
I think that game was the epitome of our new life as City fans.
Like, I took a video of myself just like that, just staring at the camera like really deadpan. I thought, just like, I knew it was coming. Like, as soon as I saw the groove, I thought, oh, here we go, it's 2-1. Yeah, I just like, you knew straight away the mistake. It's like, it's coming. It ain't be a draw. If it was a draw, I'm like, yeah, well, I'll take it. It ain't good enough, but I'm taking a point out of there. But you knew straight away. You knew where it's going, because this team can't relax. It can't chill out. It can't settle games when it's against us.
It still can't do that, by the way. We're a year on.
But bro, last year Brighton 2, City 1. This year we improved. Nope, still 2-1.
By the way, when we play against Sunderland, Granit Xhaka, Sadiki, Diarra, I've watched all 3. I rate all 3. They are going to walk out midfield. I'm talking about a dog walk here, because the strongest thing that Sunderland have is their midfield. It's unreal, that midfield. When we roll up with our midfield of Bernardo Silva, Rodri still trying to get back into shape, and whoever else we put in there, hopefully not Kovacic, we're going to see levels, bro.
Bro, Isidore against fucking Isidore's right now.
Right now, I would trade Sadiki and Silva. Give me Sadiki right now. He will give us an engine in midfield. He'll be a total beast for us.
By the way, Rodri and Ronaldo are fine. By the way, they're not the issue for me. And Nico G's fine. On midfield, by the way, isn't hard to solve. Just put the right players in.
But Pep doesn't want to do that.
Well, this is why I've got to say it right now. Then, if Pep doesn't want to improve, he doesn't want things to change. Then, at the end of the day, right, end of the season or some point of the season, that's it done. Then, at the end of the day, right, the club is bigger than any player or manager. We were here before Pep as fans, not on YouTube probably, but before that, we were here before Pep, Pellegrini, Mancini, Mark Hughes. And we'll be here after as well. I love Pep, I really do, and what he's done for the club. But if you can't see the issues with going on it, and it's going to get progressively worse, you have to ask questions of the manager.
How dare you forget the GOAT? Stuart Pearce. How dare you forget?
I'm 5 years old, bro. If I remembered it, mate, I'm like fucking 5 years old. I'm not remembering that. Sven Eriksson and Mark Hughes, I'll give. Before Stuart Pearce, I'm not going to pretend I knew what was going on around there.
If you were born, you were alive.
Oh yeah, I was. Like Kevin Keegan.
Showing your age there, aren't you?
Bloody hell. Well, I'm 25, mate. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, well, look, not gonna lie, our worst manager was obviously Stuart Pearce.
Mate, David James up front with like not a single goal in a camp here.
I thought you didn't remember this.
Right. Well, I heard the stats about it. I don't remember it. I watched it back like a mug during lockdown. So what am I watching this for? But I watched it.
We were that bad during lockdown. You had to go back and see something even worse. Honestly,
Yes,
that's
I
what we
know.
will do right now. I bet Man City fans right now are thinking, man, I remember the Stuart
Bro,
Spears days, they were
no,
so good.
Bro, 1920, man. I'll take it right now in a heartbeat. Because at least that year, 81 points in the Carabao Cup. We were that shit that year. Liverpool were just clear of us by a mile, but we were not actually at all. We're still good by injury crisis. Were. Last year was awful. Like, it was a complete disaster last year.
How many
so far
points
this-
did we get last year? I can't remember.
66 points.
I mean, bruh. That's 34 points less than the Centurions, you know.
So far this year, I'm like, well, with what? Well, compared to last year, we're what, 3 points? So the same as we were last year in terms of all 3 games. United at home, we lost 2-1. Can we get a draw this time?
Major improvements.
Like, yeah, they're shit, but I can't trust it right now. I can't trust this team.
You know what? I do actually think United will probably beat or draw us. I think they'll get points from us.
Happens, mate.
If that happens,
I mean,
if
Luke,
that
I'm not
happens,
being
I'm going to
funny.
be fuming. If that happens, I'm going to be fuming.
Luke, and AK as well, I'm not being funny here. We got to go 1 win in 6. Napoli, Man United.
Bro, Gyökeres is going to score 2 passes or 3 passes. I'm like, oh, he's shit. No, he's not shit. He's not shit. He's a goal scorer. Arsenal just shit creating chances, mate. Arsenal are the same issues as we are.
Forget Gyökeres, Madueke will score against us. The way our back post is unmarked.
Bro, Lewis Skelly again doing his art. Mate, another year getting humbled, mate. Another year. Can this club please learn, please? Can it learn?
Yeah, can we learn from our fucking mistakes? Exactly, Luke.
No,
Can
we're
we learn
learning
from
the
our fucking mistakes for once?
But we brought players in. We did. All of them are really good players, but we needed right backs and wingers first before we had that stuff. But I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm not moaning we brought no one in. Of course we did. But we had a right back as well. I think we're better at things.
Oh, by the
We
way,
should
Luke,
have got Dumfries.
Luke, when
we
do
should
you
have
go
got
live, by the way?
Dumfries in.
I'll go live in, well, I'd say about in a bit. So I better head off now anyway. But big up to you guys for having me on anyway. And I'll do a panel show at some point with everyone at some point. I reckon about end this week. We'll get a few more days to sort of see how things go. And well, I think you do this period 2 weeks sort of just have a chat properly. No, unfiltered. Just no over the top stuff. Just chat about football. We'll do that. All right, I'll see you guys later on. Okay, so
Yeah, I'll see you later. Bless
see you,
you.
man.
All right, sorry for interrupting you there, AK. You can finish now because then we'll start wrapping up, I think.
Oh yeah. Where was I? When are we gonna actually wake up and realize that what we are actually doing is not good enough?
I've said this for a while. This club is learning deficient. We refuse to look back. We are too loyal to some of these players. We are too nice. You know what? This year we're too nice. Sometimes when somebody is shit, you got to go up to them and say you're shit at this, and we don't do that. We put our players on pedestals and we say you're doing great, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't learn from that. The only way you learn is by punishment when you fail, reward when you succeed. Where is the punishment for the players failing to get the ball to Haaland? Where is the punishment for the players losing the ball in our own half? Where is the punishment for us getting countered and conceding goals on the far post constantly? There's no punishment. There's no reward and there's no punishment. There's no incentive for the players to improve. There's no managerial changes. Where's the punishment for going 1 win in 13? Where's the punishment for going 1 win in 3 at the start of a season after spending £400 million? Most managers will be sacked by now. In fact, I'll say it. Pep Guardiola would have been sacked already if he did this at any other club than Man City.
He would have, definitely. He would have, because you know why? It's because of that triple season, Centurions, Formidables, that great I mean, those great seasons under Pep. is what has kept him in this, what has kept him in the club. And not gonna lie, thank you for those memories. Thank you for those memories with that squad. But and especially in Vincent Company's last season as a Manchester City player, big up to him. I miss Company right now, but
Company,
not gonna
if we
lie.
had the Company, he would solve so many issues right now. Wouldn't
I
he?
think he would. I think he would. Yeah, he would definitely 100%.
Roll back the years, Vincent. He's got to be one of the best defenders to ever play in the Premier League. Anyhow, but yeah, Pep gave us great seasons, absolutely. But he's not here to to show us the past. He's here to show us the future. I don't think Pep knows where he's going. I don't think Pep has a
Yeah,
plan.
I think he's clueless. I feel. I think he's clueless, and I think he doesn't realize, or maybe he pretends that he doesn't realize that his time is up.
I completely agree. And I think as well, Dodge is completely correct here with what he says. I'll read it up for you. Now, I might get a bit of heat for it, but the type of players we got, we need a Carabao Cup, FA Cup, to instill the winning mentality and taste success, especially for the new signings since January. I think he's completely right. We've bought no winners. If you don't buy winners, the first thing you need to do is go get them a medal, go show them success. I think right now, Pep Guardiola is obsessed with the league title. I think you can't sack off the Premier League again, can you?
No, you can't. Come on. I mean, which manager has ever won 4 Premier Leagues in a row? No manager ever did. Pep did.
Yeah, but I mean, that's his infatuation with the league, but now we've got to focus on our cup, get these players a trophy in their hands.
Yeah, at least a Champions League, which I know is
I mean, Champions
over
League is
the
too
top.
high for us.
It is too high. It's too high. It's too high for these players. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. It's too high for them.
We
Especially
need a
in the
Carabao
first
Cup.
season.
That's the level we're at. A Carabao Cup is what we need right now.
A Carabao Cup or an FA Cup.
Just anything, really.
I mean, Alf, if you remember, we were dominating the domestic circuit like no other club did. Of course. United did, Liverpool did, Chelsea did, Arsenal were 13 times FA Cup winners, but but I'm telling you, no club has broken so many records like us.
Yeah, but that's not the club we are right now.
Yeah,
That's why we need to build back up to that. That's why we need to.
we need to. Facts.
Anyhow, to round up here, you gave the window 8.5 out of 10, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I know you were just trying to cook me a bit here for being too generous, but yeah, I know. This is my reason, though. Like, we've gotten, like I said, we've gotten players who have somehow made our midfield look good. Our attack is a bit better, but but it's a bit better, I feel. But we still need a right winger, in my view, a proper right winger who has won trophies, who has accolades in his closet.
What right winger? If you can pick any right winger, would you pick?
Right winger. Not gonna lie, right winger, definitely Rodrigo.
I get it, but I don't think it's one to come. You know what, yeah? I would try to go for Saka. I can't. At this
Saka.
point, Try to go for the Bukayo Saka, man.
Put him at left back then. Put him at left back.
Nah.
He'll do it.
Nah. Bukayo Saka is not winning anything at Arsenal. Bro, go win a Carabao Cup, get top 4 and go to Bukayo Saka. Tell him you're winning fuck all with Arteta. Come here, you'll win trophies. You'll get to play with Foden, you'll get to play with Shetke, you'll get to play with Haaland. Bro, I'm saying, yeah. Saka would actually...
You know what, Alf? If he turns that down, well, he takes the blame. If he turns that down, he's to blame.
I mean, he'd be a madman to turn that down.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be a madman to turn that down.
So, we're saying Bukayo Saka to Man City?
You know, unless, we can, yeah,
Just give
I'm
me
up
this
for
one.
it. Yeah.
There you go. Bukayo Saka to Man City. There you go. We'll round up there. Thank you for coming on, AK. Big up to Luke as well, who will redirect to now. So Alfred and chat, guys. And we'll leave it there. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.